Well, I'm sure you all love my commentary, so um, haven't done one in a while, so here we go. I saw a post the other day. A lot of glare in my glasses, but without them, I can't see squat. So I want to be bouncing back and forth to things I want to read, and then I'll give my opinion on it. And um, so let's see. Now I got to figure out where the heck I saved it. There we go. And I saw this comment on Facebook, and the person says two things on my mind tonight. Um, he'll know who it is, and I'm sure we'll get into a heated discussion about this. So my responses are probably going to have to be in YouTube videos. Peanut, always got to be a dog on one side or the other licking my elbows. What's with that? Anyhow, the guy says two things on my mind tonight. Our president, yeah, he's my president too, um, commander-in-chief, has stated to tell us all that ISIS is contained. Uh, I don't know, he may have said it, I haven't seen it yet, but that's not true. But that's not the point of this video. If this is true, then why are we allowing any, in capitals, refugees into our country? Because most of them are probably good people running from war, and of the same people we hate, the radical Muslims. Um, yeah, their Koran, which I'm not named after, has a lot of bad things in it. So does our Bible. You know, our Bible says in the Old Testament that gays should be stoned to death. Oh, well, ain't that a nice thing? So, Christians have a lot of thing in their Bible, infidelity, stone them to death. Well, I'll tell you what, them Bible thumpers sure love stoning people to death. So their religion, our religion, has a lot of things in it that just need to be taken out. Throw away that old freaking Bible. The Muslims and the Islamics, they need to catch up with the 21st century. There's a lot of bad people on both sides doing bad freaking things. Um, and let's see. I was going to write everything down and then read it off so I don't ramble so much, but I don't type and I'd probably end up rambling anyhow. Okay, so we are obviously at war with radical elements of Islam. Yeah, Timothy McVeigh was a radical Christian. He was fucking nutso. Does that make all the Christians fucking nutso? No. Sorry for my language. But we got to look at both sides. Did the kids that do the bombings at our schools, they weren't Islamic. They weren't Muslim terrorists. They were American terrorists. How many American terrorists are killing people in this country? How many blacks are killing blacks? How many whites are killing blacks? How many cops are killing people, white and black? How many cops are killing dogs when postal workers deal with more dogs than cops do, but cops are killing the dogs? I'm pissed at everybody, really. Everybody. I'm seeing all this fighting amongst ourselves. We're all getting terrified. We're going to terrify ourselves to death. Yeah, we need to close the doors. We need to shut down the borders. Not with a freaking Trump wall. They're going to get in one way or another. They're going to pretend to be somebody they're not. Americans do that all freaking day long, you know. Bosses terrorize their employees. We're surrounded by people not liking to do nice things and good things to our fellow human beings. Christians, Buddhists, atheists, agnostics, every single segment of the human race has gone to shit. Period. End of story. There is no one good religion. There is no one best religion. There is no one best color. Yes, Black Lives Matter. I'm a freaking mutt. So what category do I fit in? I really don't know what the hell I am. I'm English, Irish, Scottish, raised by a Polak. Imagine that back in the 60s when every joke was a fucking Polak joke. And I loved my father. And the Polak jokes were done mostly by Christians. Because he was Polish. He was the best man I know in my life. But because he was Polish, he was the butt end of every fucking Christian joke there was. Because I was surrounded by 100% white Christians. You should see what they did to a black teacher that came into my junior high school. All white, punk-ass kids with punk-ass parents in a punk-ass, all-white subdivision outside of Detroit. This bullshit has to stop. I wasn't allowed to have black friends. God forbid if I was friends with someone that was gay or lesbian. That's the way I was raised. But it damn sure isn't the way I became. People need our help. We can't take on the world's problems. It's time for us to work with the rest of the world. It's time for Christians, for Americans, for Jews, Muslim, and all of us need to come together as a common human race. And when you add an E to the human, what the hell you got? Humane. I know what the Bible says about goodness, but also see what the Bible says about bad things to do to our fellow human beings. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with a lot of the Quran. I don't believe in a lot of customs. Our world is being killed by the human race. The human race is destroying itself. Not one entity, not one race, not one of anything. We're all at fault. We do it to our neighbors. Not everybody. People come back and say, oh, well, not everybody. No, I'm not saying everybody, but look around you. Are you stupid? It's everywhere. You open up a door for a lady nowadays, How difficult is it to say thank you? Someone drops something, happens to be in front of you. Don't get upset. Bend over and pick it up and move on. The refugee problem is a world problem. And yes, we're letting them into this country. And you see a lot of pictures and everything I'm seeing, a lot of it's just to induce rage. The pictures aren't even of the actual location. Get the facts. We're paranoid. We're hateful. It needs to freaking stop. You help those who need a helping hand. Yes, our country has problems. We have homeless. We have hungry people. We have elderly that are left alone. Take a minute out of your freaking life that you're too busy and say hi to somebody that's alone. You know, the relative that you put in a nursing home. Stop by and say hi. Let them know you still care. You start within and work your way out. Me being a low-grade military man and watching history, being fascinated with the military, disgusted with most of what I've seen since who the hell knows when. It's been going on forever. And we keep making the same mistakes. You know, Vietnam was a disaster. The president can't make all the decisions by himself. And every president since I've been born, 1955, when Vietnam started, we've been at freaking war with somebody somewheres. Where did it get anything accomplished? How many people killed in Vietnam? How many people killed in Afghanistan? Iraq? All the conflicts. There's hundreds of them since just I go through all the little panty-anty shit that this country has gotten involved in, and we basically haven't accomplished anything. We need to take care of America. America was made on the backs of the black man, by the annihilation of the Native Americans. I don't care where the hell they came from. Maybe they came across from Japan and the bridge into Alaska and migrated down to America, but they were here before any of the rest of us. They invited us with open arms, and what do? We annihilate their asses as a thank you. Yeah, right. Okay, you're welcome. No, we got a lot of bad history, so we're judging everybody else. Stop it. Start helping your fellow man. Quit condemning the homeless guy that's standing on the corner of a street begging. I've been there. I lived in a car with 2 dogs and a cat. I ate fucking dog food. I couldn't show my face because that's exactly how people would have treated me. The very same ones that respect me today, had they seen me when I was homeless, many of the very same people would have looked down on me. Most of us have been through a lot of different things. Times we're ashamed of. We did something to somebody and we're sorry. Well, we need to fix it, you know? I'm not going to see the end of the world. But the way we're going, it ain't damn far off. So quit bitching. Quit complaining. Be part of the solution. I did a video that not very many people seem to appreciate, but we can keep bickering And look where it's gotten us in a world that's gone to shit. Every single religion, every single culture, every single color and race. If I had the guts, I'd ask everybody, you know, cut themselves. I don't care who you are. Muslim, a non-believer, Chinese, black, white, Indian, Inuit, North Pole, South Pole, every human being in between. Cut yourself. You want to know what? We all bleed fucking red. Our organs are interchangeable. We can help each other. We can save each other. We have a disease. It's called terrorism. I'm not afraid of it. I guess I'm in a safe spot. But I'm tired of the hatred. I'm tired of the violence. I'm tired of the bloodshed. It can be stopped pretty quickly. Obviously, the military elite that give all the world leaders their opinion. That's what the leaders go by, advisors, and they haven't they haven't done a very good job in my lifetime. They've all sucked. It ain't Obama. Everybody thought Carter was a terrible president, but look at history. There was more peace in the world. He tried to be diplomatic. I admire him for that. Yeah, there are a few bumbles. He made the decision. His advisors advised him about the situations that failed. It's not on his shoulders. We've had a lot of failures. It's time to stop. Dr. Phil says, how's that working for you? If it ain't working in the last 60 of my years, why is it going to keep working? Right? Try something else. Every country has a technology. We go in, take them out one at a time with all the drones that are available. No boot has to hit the ground. I was lucky. I wasn't called to go into combat. I wasn't called to go into any conflict. I'm grateful for that. But I also know that we don't. If you want to put boots on the ground, then your damn boots better be the first ones that hit the fucking ground. That's all I got to say. And I will say that if it gets close enough to me, I'll be there. I can't legally own a gun, but I can damn sure get my hands on them. Any kind of weapon that I want, and I will defend this country against any invader, including the ones from within. And I already said, the terrorists haven't been doing the killing in this country. Our own have been killing our own, except for 9/11 and some isolated instances. 99% of the killings in this country are by our own. So we need to fix our own house first. And we need to get with the rest of the world and get the rest of this mess straightened out. We got the technology. We got the power. The combined power of every country that wants to do something about this could get it done. So I guess This thing is still rolling. Hey, I'll be damned, it's still rolling. All right. And yeah, I'm going to light a cigarette. My hands are shaking. And I don't like the attitude of too much of the human beings in this world. So we can keep doing what we're doing. Or we can fix this as people. Because everything that I see is doing nothing but destroying us. So if you don't like what I have to say, then piss off. You know, you're part of the problem. If you disagree with what I say, then I guess in my opinion, that's not the right way to think. People respond in such hateful ways, and that's fine. I've been getting pretty good practice with the unfriend and the block button. I don't have time to argue when all I want is peace. We need to straighten this shit out, okay? Somehow, you know, if you want to get ugly, I'll just delete it. I'll just block you. I'm trying to accomplish something here, so don't get in my way. Get the hell out of my way. And the people that want to accentuate the positive, those are the only people I want in my life. So if you want to continue with stupidity, hatred, and not come up with something positive, don't we have enough negative? It's all around us. Some people are lucky. They don't see it. They ignore it. They go on with their lives. It's getting to be the lucky few. And I guess that's it. Yeah, right. You're going to vote for Mr. Ted, aren't you? All right. For now, hasta la vista. I'll be back.